I've decided to come out for a walk. I'm going to go to Tesco's and get some breakfast. I thought I'd take the time in the dark, so I'm walking around to talk a little bit about what I think about the concept of love and what it is. I think some people are a little bit misguided. They think that love is to say to protect somebody, even when they do something wrong, or to give to a person everything that they have, or just to be nice to a person and friendly. For me, that's just a standard. Love is not a possession order, for a start. I've had some relationships where I suppose the possessiveness goes both ways. I'm pretty sure I've grown out of that now. For me, freedom for the person I love is the most important, really, and to give them ample choice. But beyond that, beyond these other things, so the connection between two people who are in love, and when it's a loving feeling and not just a loving gesture. And I'd been thinking about physics and atomics and Cooper pair bonds, so atoms that can communicate with each other over long distances, and relating that to human love feelings. I think it's very, very profound to realise that all of us are so intimately connected, because we are so influential on each other, and I don't feel that we live in such a competitive age at this time where we should I suppose be passing gestures to ruin a person's day, for example, or to make a person feel bad. Suicide is on the up in this country, so it's good to be careful and to show enough respect, as they say in London. So what else am I thinking about love? I've been in love a lot in my life. I have had girlfriends who I loved. I've also loved people who didn't love me back. That is quite obviously, or has been for me in the past, the most destructive element. The yearning in unrequited love caused quite a lot of damage to my education in the early years. I believe some of that was because I had improper relations, emotional relations, and I was put into a situation, this with my family, and that really messed up my heart. It messed up my understanding of loyalty, of protection, of boundaries. So it didn't make me a dangerous person. In fact, it made the opposite. I became more vulnerable because of my feelings of love. And my feelings of, a lot of that was based around wanting to start a family. But that, of course, hasn't happened, sadly. So yeah, disruptions, when you feel it in your gut and it's all mind-consuming and you can only think of that person. I am finding balance in that now, and that's good. I give in my mind time to the thoughts of many things, and that's helped me understand and handle love. Love for some people can be like hate for others. It can actually make a person sick. Be a little overwhelming, but I'm handling it. I've also learnt, though, that I suppose this is what I'm learning at the moment, is that even though I'm in love with a person, it doesn't mean that I should sort of overly protect them from what I'm feeling. Let's go put some light on my face. I shouldn't have to overly protect them from what I'm feeling. To get the feelings out in the open has never been a bad thing, really, and I feel that it's the best gesture to do that. I'm really concerned though that there seems to be sort of a culture of I don't know, culture of hurt. It's not even a culture of hate, it's a culture of hurt, and I think it's born of a lack of consideration that we are in these sort of pairings, atomic pairings of emotional conduits, and yeah, I wonder about the cruelty and the lack of community, I suppose, is something that damages and disrespects love. It's I'm looking for a global community. I'm not looking for these petty, spiteful, local retaliatory clans. I'm looking for people who willingly want to get along with each other. I find that a lot of people I've been around have been sort of displaying signs of finding it difficult to leave behind their school years, which is something that I've done quite easily because they were so bad, and why the hell would I want to behave like that or to be in such a way like that through the rest of my life. Most of us get over it, we get our education, we get over it, we get out and have a job. Socially, I've not been impinged really. I've been given opportunities socially. It's really only by my family who are the people who hold me back, who are the most insulting, and those who have sort of tried to degrade me and to keep me as the baby. But the baby was leading quite a lot of the time, even in his silence. So love, I don't know what I'm going to do about my current feelings. I have no feelings really to want to venture out to look for anybody else. Absolutely the opposite. I've lost the appetite. I must admit I lost the appetite since I got smacked in the head. To which I have found what I think is a really big crack runs down there that wasn't picked up on the x-ray. They just x-rayed up that way, up into my face from my chin, just to catch that bit there where it's sort of lifted up from the ocular socket. Okay, I think my time's going to run out on this, so here I am. I'm just coming up to Tesco's. See, this is a Tesco's. So this is where I come to do my shopping. So yeah, okay. I don't know, I don't feel that really did shed too much light on love, but for me it's definitely a thing. I've got to this point now that if a word exists, 99.9% of the time the word exists because it is a real thing. And it is a thing that it's a thing that's existed enough to have formulated into a word and been put into a linguistic practice. It's deep, it hurts. Yeah, so I don't know what else to say really. So I'll leave it there. I'm going to go and get some breakfast, and I'll tell you what, I'll walk you up to the front door of the Tesco's to do with the ladies when I'm taking them home. So yeah, here we go. Trying out the camera. Right, just say good morning to you, and probably put something up a little bit later on. Right.